Good morning, children. Today we will discuss a new chapter, that is mechanics. What is mechanics? The mechanics is a branch of physics that deals with the study of motion or rest. And mechanics has two branches, mainly kinematics and dynamics. What is kinematics? Kinematics is the study of motion without its cause. Here in kinematics, what is motion? Then how to describe motion. Like suppose you are going to school every day. You want to describe your motion. What you will see, you will find its speed, what is the distance covered, what is the time taken, then whether it is accelerated or retarded. Those things are coming under kinematics. Just we are describing the motion without its cause. And what is dynamics? In dynamics, it is the study of motion with its cause. Here, in dynamics, you are studying then how motion takes place, why motion takes place. Suppose a body is at rest, a ball is placed on the ground, you are giving a kick, the ball starts moving. So why the ball starts moving? Because you have applied a force. So force is the cause of motion, and in dynamics we are studying details about the force. And last class I told you about the different type of forces. Those exist in nature. Mainly 4 types of fundamental forces or basic forces were discussed. But here we will concentrate mainly on the forces on mechanics. Then what is force? Here you will define what is force. Suppose a ball is on the ground and you are giving a kick, it starts moving. That is one example. That means when a body is at rest, when a force is applied, it starts moving. Suppose a ball is coming towards you, you apply a force and it will come to rest. That means you can start motion, you can stop motion. Suppose a cricket ball is coming. A batsman hits the ball, it changes the direction. That means the force can change the direction also. Suppose you have taken a rubber band and you pull it, what will happen? It will be stretched. You are taking a sponge and compress it, that means its length will decrease. That means you are changing the shape. A force can change shape and size of the body. These are the effects of force. And if you combine all these things, then you will get the definition of force. So you may say the force is an external agent which changes or tends to change the state of rest or of uniform motion, or it can change the direction, or it can change the shape and size of the body. This is how the force is defined. And there are a number of scientists, those wanted to study about the force, what is the cause of motion. I will tell you one of the scientists whose name is Aristotle. And it is called, Aristotle thought that, or according to Aristotle, the body at rest is the natural state of the body. And for example, you are going in a cycle, you are pedaling the cycle, and when you stop pedaling, the cycle will come to rest. Why? While pedaling, you are going on applying the force and it is moving. And when you stop pedaling, it is coming to rest after some time. Or a ball is, you have thrown a ball, it is rolling on the ground. It will move some distance, it will come to rest. So from this type of observations, Aristotle said that for a body to move with a constant velocity, a force must be applied continuously. This is the Aristotelian law of motion. Afterwards, another scientist came, you might have heard the name Galileo. So Galileo proved this statement wrong. And that's why the Aristotle's statement is called Aristotle's fallacy. Fallacy means false statements. Later on, Galileo, based on number of experiments, mainly two experiments, famous experiments, single inclined plane experiment, double inclined plane experiment, Galileo said that to continue the motion, force is not to be applied continuously. Once the motion started, it will continue unless opposing forces are present. And Galileo gave the first law of motion. And after that, Newton studied the experiments of Galileo and he proposed the three famous laws of motion. They are the famous Newton's laws of motion. There are three laws. In brief, I can say you, the first law defines the force. That means what is force? That is defined in Newton's first law. In the second law gives the measurement of force. Measurement means the formula to calculate or to measure the force. And third law that gives a nature of the force. That forces always exist in pairs. These are the three laws we will discuss one by one. Now we will discuss the Newton's laws of motion. Now we are interested in Newton's laws of motion. According to Newton's first law, everybody continues to be in its state of rest or of uniform motion along a straight line unless an external force is applied on it to change that state. You can see here the statement is written. That means suppose when a body is at rest, it tends to remain in the state of rest. Suppose a body is in the state of motion, a body is moving. A cricket ball is coming towards you. Unless it is hit on the bat, it will move along the same direction. Or if other forces are not present, it will continue to move along the same direction. That means when a body is at rest, it tends to remain on the state of rest. When it is in the motion, it continues its state of motion. When it is moving in a particular direction, it continues to move along the same direction. Unless an external force is applied on it to change that state. Remember, the force must be external. The internal forces cannot change the state. So this is what Newton's first law. So from this first law, we have defined force. That means when a body is at rest, it remains in the state of rest. That means a force is an external agent that changes or tends to change the state of rest. Tends to change means it has a tendency to change. Suppose there is a heavy body and you are applying a force. The body is not moving, but it has a tendency to move. If a small object is there, you are applying force, it is moving. Heavy object is there, your force is not sufficient to move it. That means it has a tendency to move. That's why the word added there, it tends to move. Then, the Newton's first law is also called law of inertia. Here comes one word called inertia. Inertia is an inherent property of a body, natural property of a body. To remain in the state of rest or of uniform motion or to move in a specific direction unless an external force is applied to change that state. And inertia, it is an inherent property, natural property of the body. So, inertia are of three types. Inertia, it is a property to remain in the state of rest or of motion or in the same direction. So, there are three types of inertia: inertia of rest, inertia of motion, inertia of direction. What is inertia of rest? When a body is at rest, it tends to remain in the state of rest. That is called inertia of rest. When a body is moving, it tends to move. It tends to remain in the state of motion. That tendency is called inertia of motion. When a body is moving in a specific direction, it tends to remain along the same direction. That is called your inertia of direction. I will give some examples. Suppose inertia of rest. You may conduct a small experiment at your home. You take one glass tumbler. You take one glass tumbler and put a cardboard over it. And over the card, a small card, you put a 5 rupee coin. And now you give a jerk to the card. You will see the card flies away, but the coin will fall on the glass tumbler. This happens due to the inertia of rest. That means when you are giving the jerk, the card flies away. But due to the inertia of rest, the coin tends to remain in the state of rest and it will fall down. Similarly, many examples are there. Suppose you are moving in you are sitting in a stationary bus. And when the bus starts suddenly, you will get a backward jerk. You will fall backward. Why this is happening? When the ball is at rest, your whole body is at rest. And when the bus starts moving, the car starts moving, the lower part of your body moves. Whereas, due to inertia of rest, your upper part tends to remain in the state of rest. That's why falling backward. Similarly, dry leaves and fruits fall down on shaking the branches of a tree. That is also due to the inertia of rest. When you beat a carpet or a blanket, dust particles are separated. So similarly, many examples you can collect based on the law of inertia of rest. Similarly, inertia of motion. The same bus or car example I will give. Suppose you are going in a moving bus. Bus is moving, your whole body is moving. When the bus stops suddenly, the lower part of your body comes to rest. Whereas the upper part of your body, due to the inertia motion, tends to move. So you will fall forward. It is opposite to that of inertia of rest. This is an example of the inertia of motion. Suppose the fan is moving and you switch off. You will see it will continue to move for some time. After some time it will come to rest. You might have participated in the events in your sports day like long jump. You might have seen while taking a long jump, the athlete moves some distance. Why he moves some distance? On moving some distance, the inertia of motion helps him to take a longer jump. This is due to inertia of motion. Now similarly, what is inertia of direction? When a body is moving along a straight line path, it tends to move along the same straight line path unless an external force is applied on it. That is called inertia of direction. I will give an example. Suppose you are moving in a car and the car takes a sharp turn suddenly. you have the tendency to fall outward. Why this is? This is due to inertia of direction. As you are moving in one direction and the car takes a sharp turn, you have the tendency to go outward. Same direction you have the tendency to move due to inertia of direction. Another example, you might have seen a dog chases a rabbit. The rabbit frequently changes the direction to create a problem for the rabbit, for the dog. Why this is? Because when dog is moving with a very high speed and it has a tendency to move straight, when the rabbit changes the direction, then it creates a problem for the dog. So these are many examples you may collect about the inertia of direction. One more important point I will tell you. The mass of a body is a measure of inertia. How mass is a measure of inertia? Suppose a small object, you have to apply a small force to move it, less inertia. A heavy object, you have to apply more force. So that means if you want to change the state, more force is required. So that's why it is said that mass is the measure of inertia. More is the mass, more is the inertia. This is all about your Newton's first law of motion.